Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo with the Codes of Podcast Network, and I'm here with my good friend Don, and we are about to get started with Open Mic Live. But first, as always, a word from our sponsors.
At InDigital, we know the public safety professionals hold themselves to a high standard. In fact, standard doesn't do it justice. In over 25 years working alongside you, carrying millions of calls over our IP networks, your dedication has inspired us. That's why our ESI Net goes beyond industry standards, not only I3 compliant, but designed to adapt to future development for a network you can count on when it matters most. Learn more at indigital.net.
August 24th, 2016, the I Am 901 movement is born. One of my personal stories set the tone for this movement. What started out as a way to raise awareness for the reclassification issue for dispatchers quickly turned into peer support. 911 professionals from all over the world were sharing their stories. On Facebook alone, at that time, the engagements were over 34 million. It spawned a peer support session at conferences called Imagine Listening, where dispatchers shared their stories out loud or on paper. For years, I have been asked if this would ever become a book, coming June 2023.
And available now for pre-order on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
From Titletown Publishing, Imagine Listening. Your worst day is our everyday. If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to Open Mic Live. I'm here with my good friend Dawn. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Oh, this is going to be fun. So we were already talking and everything and laughing and trying to figure out stuff for our notes. If you have any funny 911 stories, please make sure to throw that in the comments and we will go over those. But we are currently in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep.
Why are we here?
Because I wanted to give you this gift. No, but I do have this gift in my hand. It's funny because you forgot what it was.
I did.
You did forget. I told him I was going to get this for him. But anyways, I'm here promoting Western Regional Conference here at APCO. And guess what? One of our keynote speakers is the one and only Ricardo. It's great. And he's going to have Imagine listening sessions. And that's for next year. So May 7th through the 10th. In Boise, Idaho, will be the Western Regional Conference. And that's important because APCO and NENA are both in Florida next year. So if you want something on the West, even Navigator's in Maryland, right?
Yeah, it's going to be out in DC.
Yep. So anyways, if you don't want to have to go to the East if you're on the West, guess what? You can see Ricardo on the West.
Bam, on the West side.
West.
West side's the best side.
Yeah. And it's funny, we were talking about, so I wanted to do a shout out to my Idaho friends, Tori and Rainey from Lewiston, Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
We just had dinner together because it was the Idaho, our chapter was getting together, just having like a little dinner hoorah. So that was nice. And Tori just finished the CPE class. That's a big class. 12 weeks.
Oh
And you
man,
do 2 weeks out at Florida, like in person.
that's true.
Like
Yeah.
all day and reading and homework. I mean, that's a lot. You would have to have a lot of soda to get through that class.
What's your favorite soda?
Diet Dr. Pepper. You know, somebody asked me, oh, I was in one. You guys know when there's a class that like maybe isn't as thrilling. I actually I text my captain. I was like, please make sure my headstone reads, I loved people as much as I love soda, because I didn't think I was going to make it out of that class alive.
Oh
So,
man.
yeah, sometimes at conferences, it's mixed. It's mixed. You hit some good ones and some you make it through. But
Very
it was,
true.
yeah, it was more like it was a meeting and it was very serious. But anyways, but I want you to showcase your present. You forgot what it was.
Oh,
You
I
have to
do
show it.
remember
You have to- no,
this.
you don't. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You
So
have to how
it's a
yeah, you
it-
gotta show
huh?
it close. You gotta
okay,
show it.
it's a keychain. All right.
You're gonna have to.
I can't
I
believe
guess
I
you're gonna have to read it.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
Let's see.
Gotta get close. It's fuzzy. You gotta hold it still.
I'm trying.
There you go.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
forget to
yeah.
grab a straw because you
You
suck.
suck.
You know what else
So-
this reminds me of, though?
What?
It reminds me of that call I talked about with the suspect that was in the pool.
There
See,
you go.
he didn't forget his straw.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Thank you so
Look,
much.
and Amy's
I
here.
appreciate
Hey,
it.
Amy.
Amy, what is going on? Hello, hello.
Tim.
Tim, hello. As always, really quick with Open Mic Live, this live broadcast is sponsored by Indigital, a leader in next gen core services. And shout out to patrons of the podcast as well as subscribers on Facebook. And how are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome? How are you feeling? I know.
As he dies.
I know. How are you feeling? What number are you at?
Good. I'm an 8.
An
I'm
8.
Yeah. It's been
All
a little bit of a
right.
busy day, but yeah, 8. That's pretty good for me.
Very nice. That is good. Yeah. I would say I'm about the same, even
Yeah.
though I spent the majority of the day driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, things were good.
And even through that traffic, that's actually impressive if you're an 8 after hitting that bumper to bumper.
That's very true. Yeah. Twice I hit bumper to bumper traffic and both for accidents. So
Oh, look, Tim's a 9. I like
Yes.
that. Can I just do something? I just
Mhm.
want to say thank you to Tim. He messages me and like checks on me all the time, just like really good friend. I actually met Tim when I was first teaching on a national scale out in Chicago. So, and he's been a friend since, and I really appreciate it. So thanks, Tim.
right there,
know.
Tim. Tim is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
even if I don't respond quickly to things all the time, you know that.
Yeah,
So
dude.
like, so I'm the type of person that you can, and maybe you guys can relate. Like when you text, or then like the day later or like 3 days later, they're like they finally respond. I'm that person. So, so it's me.
Yeah.
It's me.
Well done. Well, hey,
Yeah,
at least
but-
you're saying it.
Yeah.
I do the same thing at times. So we're all there. Tim
Oh,
says
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are the best. You're the best, dude.
Yeah, Tim is really.
I want to address this here.
Let's see. Anyone else losing good dispatchers due to poor administration? I do not want the OTs coming. Yes. Yeah. You know,
This is
honestly, I
I'm
think
12 years in, but thinking about leaving.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, your immediate supervisor has so much control over what your day-to-day work is like at your center, and it really is a big reflection of what your work hours are, and you spend a lot of time at work, and so that's important. So yes, admin can definitely affect that. I would, if you can, get with Amy, man. So Amy right here, Amy Patton, her agency, they're at Sugarland, man. Like
It's
just the way that.
Patine.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Patine. Sorry, my bad, Amy. You know, I just pronounced. What were we trying to pronounce earlier? Just everything, every word that
She
I
couldn't
tried-
say the word magical.
No, I said.
I'm just playing. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't
the
remember
word.
what it was.
No, I can say magical.
Yeah, very easy the way you said it just now.
No, there's a lot of words I need help with. Right now I'm being, because I know you're going to talk about pranks later, but I get hazed right now. Like people will know I mispronounce something, and so I'm learning the Idaho. I haven't learned all the ways to pronounce all the things in Idaho, so I'll be like Shoshone, and they're like, no, it's Shoshone. I was like,
Oh,
and then I get somewhere. Yeah, I'm messing up miserably, and so
See,
sometimes they'll purposely set me up, and so like even my captain, he'll be like, it's pronounced this, so I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, but he knows he's just messing with me, and it's really not. But Patan.
I know.
Patan. I said it right. Patan.
You know what's funny is
Patan.
that
No,
when
but what?
Amy was a speaker for
Oh, it was
one of the Dare to Be
Kissimmee.
Greats.
Kissimmee?
Yes, that's what it was. Kissimmee.
Damn it. I'm not going to be able to go to that
I
conference.
had asked her right off the bat. I said, "How do you pronounce your last name?"
Oh, okay. There you go. But
Yeah.
I never asked. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, yeah. So, and I had told her, I said, because I know I'm going to say it wrong, and she goes, "It's Patan,
Patan.
not poutine, like the food." Sorry.
I'm like that you added like the food, not the other thing. Was there another poutine? Poo. Which reminds me, we do have to do the little swing back on your
Oh.
burrito.
Oh,
story.
oh, okay.
For
Yes, we'll
my
come back
Idaho
to that.
people, I was at dinner. This is the topic of choice I chose to talk about.
Oh my
Was your
God.
burrito?
We'll come
Red
back to
Bull.
that.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
come
okay,
back to
we'll
it.
circle back.
But
We'll circle
Donna,
back.
yes, Donna, for sure. Get a hold of Amy
Yeah,
because
Amy.
again, like we were saying, they
Patan.
have excellent culture in their center, and she can
Yeah.
probably give you a lot of information and everything. So, Amy,
Yeah, I asked her.
Donna,
I'm like,
yeah.
Amy, email me this. I mean, but nicer. I said, Amy, can you?
I was going to say that. I mean, that
No, I
sounded
don't.
nice, but was
Yeah,
it
well,
not
yeah,
nice?
You ask, you don't tell. Save me.
Oh, okay.
Mother
Well,
man.
yes.
No,
Oh,
I
look at
asked her.
that. See? And there you go. Amy
Ah, look
put
at
in her email there. So boom.
Yeah, boom, chakalaka. And if you,
Poutine.
yeah, like just like if you don't have like control over it, just print out what she says and slip it in your admin's boxes. I just-
Yeah,
Yes.
drop it like it's hot. Wait.
no,
Anyway.
that's back to the red bomb. Anyways, we'll circle back. We'll circle back. Wait, Kissimmee. Did I get it? Kissimmee. Fuck. Kissimmee. No, Kissimmee. Is that
Oh,
Kissimmee?
Kissimmee.
Okay, there I did it.
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee. Why is it hard?
It's like so one of the time when I first started doing the podcast, I was out in Boca Raton. And I remember when I was
Boca
there. Yes, I remember when I was there, I had asked my friend, I said, dude, I need to know how to pronounce it. I said, because it's not Raton, right? And he goes, don't you ever say Boca Raton, because it's not
It's not.
Raton, it's Raton.
Raton.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
raton.
Words are hard. Kissimmee. Look, I got it.
Kissimmee.
Oh, damn it. I just feel like it's just not meant to be. Anyways, we're going to Florida, I guess,
Yeah.
later.
Yes.
Anyway,
No,
okay.
this is good though. I'm super glad that
howdy, Chad.
we got you two together
Yeah.
there. This will be good.
Yeah.
Again, Amy's awesome, and she will not steer you wrong. Chad, what is going on? What is going on? And I think 911 Bowler popped up in here
Yeah,
as
he did.
well. Yeah, there we
Are
go.
you here in Nashville?
I think so. I think he's here already. Yeah, Gary Tammy Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, they're here as
Say
well.
hi to me.
Yeah.
Come to my booth. I want a picture at the booth with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So, Western
I
Regional.
was going to
booth.
say,
Yes,
mention
yes,
this.
yes.
Go for it.
So we have a booth for Western Regional. So make sure you stop by because we got some giveaways. And so we have like 4 gift bag Idaho things, and we also have a signed copy of Imagine Listening, signed by me. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be signed by you.
Oh,
That would be funny if I signed it. Surprise!
that would be
no,
funny.
that would
It's
be
like, Don,
You never said who was signed by.
this is true. Yeah,
You know, be like,
it's like a
yeah.
Cracker
That
Jacks
reminds me, I
box.
bought something off of eBay once. This is like when eBay was more popular, and I bought a Barbie karaoke machine.
Mhm.
And so I wanted a karaoke machine for my daughter, and I thought it was just decorated like Barbies. No, it was a fucking Barbie. I paid like $20 for a tiny little Barbie, like a fake pretend karaoke. But yeah,
Wait,
I got
what?
misled. Yeah,
What
so,
was the size of this?
well, in the pictures, well, we know how ladies, in the pictures, it looked a lot bigger than what it actually was. And so but it was just this tiny little Barbie, like it was the Barbies karaoke player. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
wasn't,
yeah.
I thought it was buying
It wasn't an actual karaoke
that's
player.
what I bought off of eBay for $20. Like I'm not gonna buy a stupid Barbie karaoke, like a piece of plastic. Now you can like 3D print that, like get some teenager down the street and be like, look, give me this.
That's amazing.
Stresses.
I mean, we've got reactions here. Please continue to throw in the reactions and everything and stuff that we're talking about, especially what she just said. And also, please share this broadcast with those.
Or I don't know.
on your personal
On your
page
personal-
or in
personal.
one of the
This is-
dispatch pages as well. So, yeah. That's pretty hilarious, though. I can see. Okay, hold on. How big was the box?
It was just I think it even came in an envelope. I don't know, like a padded envelope.
So,
Um,
okay. So imagine this is what I see. Dawn is super excited
Yes, it
to
was
get
for her
this
birthday.
karaoke machine for her daughter,
Yep.
and ends up picking up like this little envelope. She's like, "What?
Yeah, I didn't
Am I
order
supposed
anything.
to-
I thought my husband
Is this a
had made it for her.
scavenger hunt? Am I supposed to take the clues and go look for it?"
It was dumb. I can't believe I don't know if you guys have bought something off of the internet. Didn't
It's
know.
it's like some of those pictures where you see people post on social media where they bought what they
Like the
thought was
wish
a
one.
big
Or
like
something.
pool or something,
Yes.
and it's like this big,
Yeah.
and someone is just like sitting in it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gary Tamihill
He's
here
like-
says, "Yo yo yo from crap. Where am I? Oh
Yeah,
wait,
Nashville.
Nashville. That's right, Nashville." So you're going to be at the booth. Where is the booth located? For those who are
Yeah.
here for the National APCO conference in Nashville, where exactly is your booth located?
So it's on the first floor. So we actually ate at Bar Lines at the Omni. So if you go straight across from Bar Lines, right to the first floor by the classes and also the coffee shop. Coffee stand. That's a better word. I don't drink coffee, so I said that
Oh.
wrong. Cafe.
Not any coffee at all?
No. No.
Why?
Why when you can drink Diet Dr. Pepper? I don't understand.
Okay,
Or I
but
do
which
like
one
Monsters.
do you? It.
I don't know. Just not coffee. It's okay. I don't do it.
I was just gonna say, like the caffeine content. Is it
Oh, that's
because
not
it's
up to
too
that.
much? Like, does it freak you out, or it's
No.
just the taste?
Just the taste. I
Oh.
just really like soda.
I was just
Yeah,
curious.
there you go. Now you
But
know.
Diet
Look, you
Dr.
learned something
Pepper.
about me. Yeah.
Yes.
Not Diet Pepsi. That's
What's the difference?
it tastes like butt.
Oh,
Yeah, it actually they changed their ingredients. This is how much I drink soda that I know this. How
Oh
sad
my
is that? That's
God.
pretty sad. So I knew that they changed the ingredients, and then I actually looked it up, and they did. They changed the ingredients, and they like took something that like the cancer or something out, and I was like, I like the cancer. No,
wait, what?
They took something that allegedly causes cancer out of it, and now it tastes weird.
Oh, the aspartame.
No, I like that. But
Oh.
yeah, and they use something else, and it's
It makes you grow wings too, kind of like Red Bull.
yeah, there you go.
You talking about the change in the ingredients and everything else reminds me of a scene in Golden Girls where someone is asking B. Arthur Dorothy or I don't remember. Now it's all messed up. But anyway, her comeback is no, she's upset because they keep changing the taste of Coke. And it's so hilarious because they're so savage to each other.
Yeah.
And I always love it. Tim over
like
here
it.
says fountain soda too. Okay, so for all of you who
Oh,
are
yeah.
watching right now, especially if you're in dispatch or you've done this while in dispatch or whichever, what do you prefer, fountain sodas or from a bottle? Because a lot of people say that from a fountain is way
It
better.
is
Like
way
I
better.
don't, what's the difference?
'Cause
I don't
the syrup
understand.
ratio. And it's fresh. I mean, it's just like when
It's
people-
fresh.
Fresh, yeah. Do you
Like
like
Subway?
beer on tap or beer in a can? I mean, I don't drink beer, so I don't know.
Yeah, when I was still
But, like,
drinking,
people like
I
it.
would just get in a bottle. I mean, oh, Amy says straight from the can.
What? Oh, there
Snaps.
You go. There you go. I like fountain soda. There's just something more bubbly about it. Maybe that's it. More bubbly.
Oh, so it's
Just-
just more carbonation. You dig the
Yeah.
carbonation.
Mhm. Apparently, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Oh dear.
So I'm looking forward to everything that's going to be going on this week because one, I'm going to be in the booth with Dawn periodically during the time that I'm out there as well. We were actually talking a little bit on my way over here, and there were so many people that were walking up. I mean, you were hopping over there.
Yeah, it really was. It was really nice because we like Kelly. She had made some awesome stickers. We got some potato pins. We got some potato squishies coming. And
Whoa, whoa,
potato
whoa, whoa.
chips.
Hold on.
Potato pins.
Potato pins
Yeah.
and potato squishies.
Yeah. it's a
Explain.
whole- Well, like potato squishies, like
I
a
know,
squishy,
but
yeah, squishy potatoes. So it's just kind of fun.
because
Like,
it's Idaho.
yeah, but it's funny because we're actually not even the biggest exporter of potatoes, but we're the most famous for potatoes, and that's what counts.
That's right. It's all about marketing.
Yeah, no, and then, but we are, we're it's more than just potatoes in Idaho. For those who don't know, I do share this, that we take in a lot of refugees. So people don't know that. Our third most common language is Swahili.
Are you for real?
Yeah, it is. We actually, so like since January to now, we've taken in over like 700 refugees, most from the Ukraine.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that neat? So we're actually
would have never known that.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known. So it's just kind of been like we although we make jokes about like the potatoes and stuff, and I have potato earrings that I'll be wearing. Not right now.
Oh, I was
I
about
was
to
out
go.
at dinner, so I was wearing something nice.
Oh,
It's like to be fancy.
it's gonna be fancy. Okay.
Fancy. I don't get out. I went to bar lines. I'm like, gotta be fancy. No, but yeah.
No potato earrings for
Yeah.
her.
But it'll just be fun. But honestly, yeah, stop by. And the Western Regional will be really cool. We haven't had a Western Regional since 2019.
Oh, man.
'cause
Why?
it
What
was
happened?
COVID. Duh.
I know. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Like, where have you been? It's like traveling through time, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, so it'll be nice. So
Awesome.
yeah. Oh, look at that
Oh,
bubbly
look at-
soda
yeah.
for a bubbly person. See?
Yeah, bubbly seems
It's
to
like
be
it's
less
a puzzle
carbonated,
piece.
or bottle seems to be less carbonated if it makes sense at all,
Yeah, it
and bubbly soda for a bubbly person.
Yeah. See, that's
Perfect.
probably why. I like it, Tim. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Now, also, some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing along with what I'll be doing with Dawn is I am going to be at booth 619, and that'll be within digital. I'm going to be in there from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. During the time that there's about 15 or so classes going on. So come and check me out. I don't know that anybody's going to be around
I
there,
know, yeah.
but I'm going to take about 20 minutes or so to just kind of share kind of the background of the stuff that I do,
Yeah.
why I do it, all the why stuff, and of course talk about the book. And then the first 20 people that are there tomorrow will get a free Imagine Listening book, and I will be there to sign it if that's something that you're into. And then the following day as well, on Tuesday, the same time, same booth, same thing. But I will be doing a special announcement on Tuesday, and I'm very excited for it. And you'll just have to go there and listen. You'll have to go and find out. But I'm also going to have books with me to sell if you don't make it for the books that are going to be given away. If you buy a book tomorrow or Tuesday, you will get a choice also of an IM911 patch or an IM911 lapel pin. So we'll be doing that as well. And again, that is at the in digital booth, and that's booth 619. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll be
excited.
fun.
Mhm.
I like it.
It'll be good. The book, by the way, is doing very well. Thank you, all of you, for that. It is doing very, very well. Episode 504 is out. 505 is going to be going out to subscribers. And that was with Dr. Angela Johnson. She did a study on compassion fatigue. And man, that one was a good one. I don't want to put anything else out there. You're going to have to check it out. I'm also going to be posting some clips, some good ones. There's one that's out there already, so make sure to check that one out when it comes out. And then let's see. I think that's everything so far for those parts.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for Western Regional.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I think the last time I went to that one, it was in Sacramento.
Oh yeah, that's been a minute then. Yeah, and Western
a long
Regional.
time ago.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool too because it also has that smaller feel.
Mhm.
For those of sometimes these bigger conferences, like we love them, but like sometimes it's a lot. So I like that smaller feel as far as that goes. So for networking, just other things as well. So I think you like it. So yes, come.
There's a lot of people that are here already for the conference. Just what I've been seeing in
Yeah,
social
it's-
media, everybody is out and about doing their thing, and I mean it's Nashville, so
Yeah.
lots of fun.
We had first day of classes, big kickoff yesterday, and then vendor, all that stuff starts bigger, like even bigger, even more, like for the next 2 days. So and then Wednesday, then like Tuesday we got the block party, and then Wednesday, like end of classes and then the dinner celebration.
That's right. It's got to have all the
All
big stuff
all
going
things.
on.
Yeah. So all the things.
It's so
that's why-
weird.
yeah, it seems like it goes by so fast. So that's why I think
Mhm.
like with Western Regional stuff, like it gives you time to have more like different things, and we're doing a 5K fundraiser.
What?
So yeah, we're gonna do a 5K fundraiser, not at the Butt Crack of Dawn, which is at what the race was. That this one, this one it was like at 7 a.m. and like, but classes were, I had to be at a meeting at 8, so I'm like, I can't run this and get ready, and so I didn't get to participate. But yeah, so it'll be a 5K fundraiser in the evening, and for those, like, we have a green belt that runs through, and it's really beautiful for through Boise. So
Damn.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm excited for that. That's going to be good. But also, I have to mention the fact that Dawn said the butt crack of Dawn. And the reason I mention it is because she hates that. And she was the one who said it.
I know. I just tease. Yeah, so I had to look at how many miles the Boise River Green Belt is a 25-mile tree-lined pedestrian pathway that connects. And that's a big pathway.
Oh, shit. And that's what you
don't
guys run the whole thing?
Run the whole 25 miles.
God dang. I would say, isn't that like a marathon?
Yeah, that would be too long for me. You'd have to have a lot of soda stands and some water stands, some other stuff.
Yeah, you see people running as Dawn is like, help me, please,
Yeah,
please
like,
help me. And someone comes up with,
I'm gonna run with one of those hats that have like the soda
with the
dispensers.
Diet Dr. Pepper
Yeah,
on both
like,
sides when you're running.
Yeah, like, was it on like Happy Gilmore or something with like
I don't even remember.
one of his shows? But yeah.
That would be pretty awesome.
Oh my gosh, what are we talking? Somebody said butt crack.
Oh yeah.
Nate.
I don't know. Just took a huge one. Hey, well done. Thanks, Nate.
But yeah, and Nyman Bowler, yes, it is busy out there. There's a lot of pedestrians out here.
Oh, wait a minute. What did Nyman Bowler say? You can't swing a cat without hitting someone on the streets.
I wouldn't recommend swinging a cat.
I know that would suck.
Not nice to a cat.
Yeah, no, cats are awesome. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
no.
Don't do that with a cat.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
You know, I had, I'll tell this story. I'm trying to remember who I was telling. I was telling a friend this earlier today. So the first time I was here in Nashville for a national conference, I was with the company that I was working with before, who's one of the sponsors or in digital. And we went out. This was the first night, and we ended up going out. And we had some customers and everything else with us. Well, my dumbass is the only one who is still dressed in my work clothing with a polo that says in digital on it, where everybody else had already left the booth. And it was myself and a few others who were left to clean up and, just do what we had to do.
Yeah.
And so we end up going to a cigar bar first, which was awesome. And then we we ended it off at a place called Tootsie's. And I believe that's the 3-story one. And we were getting ready to leave, but I had already gone downstairs, and I was checking emails or something. And I see this elderly gentleman walking towards me. Okay. Have you ever seen The Sword in the Stone?
It's been a minute.
Okay. For all of you watching right now, The Sword in the Stone, okay? This is at the end of the movie when Merlin comes back, and he's got like a Hawaiian shirt on.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Some like cargo shorts and sandals and stuff. He's got the hat, long ass beard, okay? This is Merlin. Vacation Merlin.
Yeah.
This guy is walking towards me. He looks exactly like Vacation Merlin. Beard, everything, okay? And I see him walking up, and I kind of in my head chuckle to myself like, oh, this dude looks like Merlin. And so I just kind of look at him and look back, and I see all of my coworkers coming down the stairs, okay? And it's 3 stories, and the stairs are very steep, so I'm watching them as they're coming down, because I already told them, be careful when you're coming downstairs so that you don't fall. So I'm standing there, and I turn, and I see Merlin getting closer. And I'm like, it looks like he's walking right towards me. Maybe not. And so I just let it go, right? And I look back over, and they're getting closer. And then when I turn again, bam, he's right in front of my face. And I stepped back, and I said, oh, excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. Let me get out of the way. Then he goes, no. I want to talk to you. And I was like, okay. And he goes, so what is that on your shirt? And I said, on my shirt? And he starts pointing at the logo. And I said, oh, that says in digital. And he goes, yeah. What is it for? Like, what do you do? And I said, it's a 911 solutions company. We do 911 stuff. And he goes, oh, well, let me tell you, you guys need to come to this city, take care of all the 911 stuff. I'm telling you. And he just starts going on this whole rant about 911 and phone calls and just the way things are. Like, clean up the city is basically what he was telling me. And I'm like, well, that's not what I mean. But he's just going on and on and on and on. And by this time, coworkers are already coming down, and I look at them and I give them that look of save me.
Yeah.
Save me. Nope, they keep walking.
That's why you need long hair. I don't know who can relate, but like if I had to go do food runs, I would cover my logo, my work shirt with my hair. So then you're saved. So
yeah.
just grow out your hair.
So
Problem solved.
I'm still there, standing there, and I'm trying to leave. And as I go to move, because I'm like, all right, sir, well, I'll try to figure something out. I don't know. I go to move and he gets right in front of me again and continues talking. Now, as I mentioned, I have my work polo on, so I don't want to be this dick who is like trying to continue walking and ignore this
And do a bye, Felicia.
Oh, right. And by Merlin. And I look past beyond Merlin and I see my coworkers and they're like, come on. And I'm like, I can't. Like every time I try to move, this dude gets in front of me.
So weird.
And so I'm like, I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to be a dick, especially now with wearing a work polo. And so I'm just listening to him. One of my coworkers comes up, he puts his arm around me and he looks at Merlin and he goes, we don't need any. And we and we start walking and he goes, dude, why didn't you just walk away? And I said, because I'm in my company shirt. And he goes, yeah, good call. That's a good call. And I was like, okay, well, thanks for coming to save me finally. So we get back with our group and another coworker goes, Ricardo, what happened? And so I'm kind of telling him, and then I stop. And he goes, why did you stop? He goes, tell me about this dude. What was he doing? And I said, he's in Beckleview. We didn't even hear him. Like he was a ninja, dude. Like Merlin just appeared.
It reminds me of that guy in Texas.
Which one?
With the one when we went to
was
it Whataburger?
Yes, when we were at Whataburger, yeah.
Like that. We went to Whataburger and there was this scary homeless guy, like just being super weird by the where you order food. And then we were okay, we'll just drive to the next parking lot and eat our food. And we drove to the next parking lot and we're like, oh, there he is again.
Yeah,
like,
he's right in front of us.
It was like magical.
Dude.
I said that word.
Yeah, you did say the word. Well done.
It was pretty funny. So.
Yeah, so I said he's right in back of you and he turns around. He's like, oh, and the dude's just there and he's like, so, and he starts talking again and he's like, whatever. And then he ends up taking off. But I thought, what the hell? Now, the next day, I'm sitting, and this is the Music City Center here, sitting out right up front by where registration is. The organization that was having the conference at the time, they had the podcast zone going up. So it was myself and my friend Mark Fletcher. We're there. Now he's gone at this time, right? And for this specific one, this was like 2014, 2015, something like that. My wife had come with me. She was helping me with some stuff. So she's sitting off the side. I had this monitor up on the table, and on the monitor, it was my logo, and it said, stop by and tell me your 911 story. Because it's dispatchers and everything that are walking by, right? I'm not thinking that they're just random folks that are going to be walking through as well.
Tell you. Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm doing an episode with somebody and I see this guy walk by and he's just staring. And then he comes back and he's staring, goes back again. I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah. So then he comes back and he's sitting down talking to my wife while I'm doing this episode with somebody, and I can hear them and their mic is hot. And I'm like, I can't even, it's recording.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do anything. So I told the person that was there, I was like, we're going to have to do this again. And so that person ends up leaving, and my wife comes up by me and she goes, he wants to talk to you. I'm going over there. I was like, what? So she leaves.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there at the table, and the dude sits down and he goes, Ricardo. And I was like, he knows my name. And he goes, I want to tell you my 911 story. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And so he starts talking. He wasn't from 911. He wasn't dispatch. Nothing like that. He was just some dude who came inside and saw the sign and sat down and started telling a story. And we were there for like 30, 40 minutes. And he goes, can you help me? Can you help me with a lawyer? And like all of this stuff. I'm like, sir, I can't do anything like that. That's not what I do. And he goes, well, your sign says sit down and tell a 911 story. This is my 911 story. This is my emergency. I'm like, oh my God. Like what? And what it was he was trying to evict somebody. But the story just wasn't adding up. So then
they rarely do when it's that entangled.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. I had my business cards sitting on the table right by him.
You're like, reach out to me later.
Dude, no. He pulls a card and he goes, I've got your number. I'm going to call you. And I'm just staring at him and he goes, I have it. I have your number. And he walks away. And when he walks away, he looks back and just like looks at me and then continues walking. I'm like, oh my God. Like I'm tonight on Dateline. Like
Yeah,
I started freaking out, man. So then my wife and I go upstairs because I was like, I gotta walk away.
Yeah.
So we go upstairs to the vendor hall and my bosses are there. And I said, I need you guys to change my phone number. And I told them what happened. They're like, nah, you'll be all right.
So funny. Too bad it wasn't a prank. That would have been a good prank.
That it would have been a good prank, but it wasn't a
But
prank.
it wasn't. It was real life.
But the guy never called. He did not call.
That's good.
Yeah, that was a good thing.
That is. Phew.
Yeah, dude. But that was my first experience here in this city.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see what happens.
He's been saving it till now. What is funny?
So let's circle back around because apparently you told the story.
Well, I was telling him about it
At
and I
her
was like,
dinner.
"Wait, I want you to say it. So brief. We'll do a brief version because I want them to hear the full version when you come to Western Regional. So can you do a brief burrito, a mini burrito, a bite size, an appetizer,
Appetizer.
an appetizer. Yes, let's do it.
I don't even know where. Okay, so it's hard to go through it without going through the whole thing. I mean, just the gist.
Okay. Yeah, just the gist, and then I'll
Okay,
have them
so-
find it. I'll have them find it.
Okay, so
We're good.
basically, I went into dispatch for a midnight shift, and on my way there, I ended up getting a gas station burrito. Gas station burrito, which I almost did today. I'm glad I didn't because I had a long
Then
drive.
you got stuck in the traffic. You would have been one of those people who, like, during traffic,
Oh, dude,
does what Nate does.
it would have been bad. It probably would have been really bad. Yeah, I would have been sitting there like, oh.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
So,
jeez.
stop at this gas station. Gas station burrito is called the Red Bomb burrito, and then I got a 12-ounce sugar-free
Yeah,
Red
it's
Bull.
the aspartame. Right for you.
Dude, it was not cool. So basically, I'm in dispatch, and I ended up eating the burrito. I chugged the Red Bull, and during a phone call, my body was making a phone call as well. Yeah, like bubble gut style.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really bad. Super bad. If you've ever seen the movie Dumb and Dumber, you know what I'm talking about. Dude, I remember I was screaming in there, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what. So they're
Basically.
they work with just 2 people.
Oh, look, my mom is in here. She's like, not the
Not
burrito.
real- yeah, so funny. Yeah, but well, it's for purpose. So my friends from Lewiston, Idaho, they have 2 dispatchers at a time, and they're going to be embarrassed that I'm going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about this. So somehow, the conversation came up because they're such a small center. They do have a bathroom that's like really close by, right? Because
Right.
they leave just the one person there.
Yeah.
But then they have this whole thing they do because you can't poo in that bathroom. There's the rule, right? Like no number twosies in this one because it's too close, right? Same rules. That's the etiquette.
I'm
Well, but unless it's an emergency. Unless
right.
it's
Yeah.
when you have burrito times by Red Bull, multiply aspartame.
Like rocket
equals-
fuel.
Yeah, equals rocket fuel. Hashtag rocket fuel.
Rocket poo.
And so, yes, it's going to blast. So, wow. So,
That was all you.
yeah. So, anyway, so they were just talking about the etiquette of like, you have to use this, like, other bathroom. And so, yeah, she's gonna be rare. So, anyway, so they actually will. So, like, when you're headed down that like hallway, everybody like knows what you're gonna do. So they try to like still like hide it. So they're like, oh, I am gonna take these papers. And I'm gonna do this, so that way they can like pretend like they're not gonna.
Meanwhile, the person is prairie dogging.
Yeah, well, like they're doing all this to make it look like, oh, I'm not here to poo. I'm doing business, but really, their sole purpose is to poo.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you're welcome. I shared that. No, but
Oh
it
my
is
God.
funny. But yeah, but you can relate and having something in such close proximity, disaster. So,
Dude, okay, so I can't believe I'm going to say this, but while in dispatch, so there was, and I didn't know this until I talked to, oh man, I cannot remember her last name. Her name is Stephanie. I'll just say Dr. Stephanie because I'm sorry, Stephanie, I can't remember your last
Dr.
name,
Stephanie.
but Stephanie is awesome. Make sure to look her up on LinkedIn, and you'll find her. She's connected to me. But I was reading through her book, and she was talking about how secondary traumatic stress and everything causes like IBS,
Yeah.
and a bunch of different shit. Literally, a bunch of.
Jeez.
So,
Wow.
dude, there were times where I would be sitting in dispatch and just under so much stress from just like crazy
yeah.
calls and everything else, like my stomach would start messing up.
Yeah.
And and I would be sitting there, okay? And this is so bad. I can't believe I'm even saying this. But if you've ever held in a fart enough, it turns into like a back fart. Like it starts floating up, and like the middle of your back is like burnt. And I would try to time it.
I'm gonna Google back parts.
I would try to time it for when the person on radios would key up to say something over the radio so that you wouldn't hear it. Until I had the chance to be able to get up to go use the restroom. That's
All right. Well, I just Googled back fart. Do not look at the Urban Dictionary. If anybody, yeah, you're gonna need to bleach your brain.
oh
But
my
anyways,
God.
Don't look at that. But
Okay, I didn't know that it was anything else. I thought I had just kind of like made that up.
yeah, don't.
Oh my God.
The internet.
Okay, that's got to be really bad.
So,
Now I don't even want to know. I don't even want to
I'm
know.
gonna have to delete my history.
You know what's funny though? Every time I've mentioned that when I tell the story, I bet you people know it from the internet. They're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he said that." I don't even know what it is.
I don't think anybody Googles it. I'm probably the only person. who just
But
Googled
everybody here right now is probably looking it up, and
Hear
they're
your
like,
history,
"Son
you know?
of a."
No, it's just so funny.
If you're at work, you better not be looking this up.
Okay, so we have to talk about some funny stuff. So, have I told you my black banana story? Yes, no. Okay,
No.
so I was making Christmas awards for dispatch, okay? And we had a dispatcher who had said that the suspect was wearing a black banana because you read the call comments and they're just reading it, but the call taker had misspelled bandana. And so it was supposed to say he was wearing a black bandana, and she was like, he's wearing a black banana. And she unkeys like, mother. You know how we like unkey and we're like, what the hell? Anyway, so she unkeys and we all were dying because she said black banana. So we were going to give her this black banana word. And I'm making all these awards and I'm putting pictures on it. And so I, of course, want to make her an award just like everybody else. But I'm like, hurry, task oriented, getting all this done. So I'm like, oh, I need a picture. I Google black banana. And then I was like, oh no. Because I'm in like Google. Yeah. So like, do not Google black banana. I know. So then I was like, dear IT, no one was more surprised than I when I searched black banana and please bleach my computer. Sorry, thanks, bye. So
And what happened? Did you get a response
from black
from
banana,
IT?
Oh no. They just were like, my boss was like, no. And they were like, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I needed to search for overripened bananas. Yeah, so it was a mistake.
So that
The
right
internet
there,
is dirty.
that makes me think.
Dirty internet.
It makes me think of that one video. It's like a reel and a TikTok. You can find it on there, but there's a person that's walking through like TSA security, and the TSA person goes to open up
Oh my gosh.
the suitcase,
and it's
and it's a big old dong.
oh,
And as soon as they open it, the TSA guy goes,
I've seen different pranks like that.
"That is so
It is
funny."
funny.
And the
Where-
girl it's her suitcase, she's like,
So funny.
I cannot believe I just said that, knowing that.
You're
Oh my god! I'm sorry, Mom.
where are y'all? Like hello. Anyway.
Teresa, what is
Teresa's
going on?
here.
We're
I'm
in
gonna change-
Nashville.
But the internet is fun for certain things, whether it's for comedy or other things. But if you guys want to hear like a funny IBS, go to Amazon and the sugar-free gummy bears and read those reviews.
What?
Yeah. Have you never?
No.
Oh my gosh. We should read some of these.
Oh my god! Look at look
Has
my mom's response.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry, Mom. I apologize. Teresa, I'm gonna come stalk your room again tonight on Dateline. Yeah. Okay. Read some of this. I have not heard of this, so this is going to be
How
interesting.
have you not?
I don't know. I mean, what about back farts? I didn't know what that was.
It was October 31st when my life was altered for eternity. I was trick-or-treating as a classic ghost, just a sheet with 2 holes cut out for eyes. Little did I know people would be soon mistaking me for a Reese's peanut butter cup. I went, hold on, I better see where this is going.
Okay. Yeah. I was like,
Hold on. This is
I'm
long.
not sure where she's going with this. It does look like a real.
Okay,
long
this one just
review.
says, do you value your anus? Then do not buy. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a fresh, moist morning in April, and the finals. Everybody just says about
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa,
these-
whoa, whoa! Hold
this
on.
is the gummy
Did you
bears.
say it was a fresh, moist
That's what-
morning?
This is the review. Yes, you have to read it. It just says explosive booty after gummy
Okay,
bears.
okay, hold on. Let me see it.
Today,
No,
there you go.
Which one?
Right there.
This one?
Explosive.
Okay,
booty.
now this is for the. Is it Haribo?
Yeah, sugar-free.
Sugar-free gummy bears.
that you should only buy for your
Okay,
enemies.
so- Oh wait, it says that there's more.
There is a lot of reviews. Oh, see, some of these are long. You gotta find this short one.
Okay, but this looks okay. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to read this. They gave this 1 star. Okay, these are for gummy bears, and 1 star. I love gummy bears, but
Well, the
I'm
sugar-free
not
one.
sure I'm going to get the sugar-free one.
Should
Yeah.
know.
So it says explosive booty after gummy bears.
This one says, "See you in hell, sugar-free."
It says, today I bought a bag of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. Due to my diet, I thought this was a good option, but I was dead wrong. Little did I know, it would take a horrible toll on my physical, hold on a minute, it closed, on my physical and mental health. Fast forward to 3 years after I purchased this bag, I had safely consumed the fart-tasting gummy bears, but the worst was still to come. In the middle of the night, my stomach roared louder than my pregnant husband's booty hole at at 3:48 a.m. after Chipotle. Wow, this is pretty hardcore. This talks about the longest stinkiest stool they have
That's
ever
gross.
taken. And this is from sugar-free gummy bears?
Yeah.
What are they putting in it?
But there's a whole like basically it's like if
Dude,
If
it
you
says
were
do not
Graves-
consume.
yes, if you were Graves and you want to have just some funny reviews, then just go read some of those. It is pretty funny.
This one says, oh my golly gosh, what did I stumble myself into?
Yeah, it's just kind of random. And funny.
This one right here says, bro.
It's so random.
All this over gummy bears.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, this person, I like this one. As a Charmin stockholder, I encourage this purchase 5 stars for toilet paper.
Oh. I was like,
A Charmin, the toilet paper stockholder.
I just thought it was somebody who was all about the gummy bears because they needed to be cleaned out, and they have stock in toilet paper now because of the amount that they used.
It was like, don't need to buy Miralax, just get these. Yeah, it's so funny.
Okay, so any of you who are watching this right now, have you had these gummy bears before? Remember, these are the sugar-free ones. I've had the regular straight up ones, and they're pretty good. More so when they're like soft, because a lot of times when you buy them,
Yeah.
they're like super tough.
Yeah. You should
That's
do
not
these
gummy.
burrito Red Bull sugar-free gummy bears.
Oh my
Just do
god!
the trifecta.
Like live? No. That's never going to happen.
Okay.
Just so that you know, that's not going to happen
Okay,
because
okay.
otherwise, I'd be sitting here like, ah, ah.
All right. So
It would just burnt.
Okay. Okay.
Brr.
All right. So speaking of weird sounds and other things, have you guys had a prank like when you're trying to
I'm
key
sorry.
up
I'm
and then
broken
somebody's
now.
pranking you, like at dispatch? So we'll talk about dispatch pranks. What are some dispatch
Oh.
pranks.
I mean, there's been a couple times where when
you
it
go to
was
key
like
up.
slow and stuff, right? When not when there's an
Right.
emergency going
Right,
on,
right,
but
right,
when
right.
it's slow in there, you go
Obvious.
to key up, and someone on the other side is like, ah,
Yes, it is funny that stuff.
is that something that you guys
Yeah,
have done?
well, like everything. I know we were talking about cats earlier. Whether you say like, hey, you know, the meow, you incorporate that in.
Oh,
like
yes,
different
yes.
things, like different pranks and stuff. But what are some of the pranks that you guys had at your centers, or what are some things that you've done that are obviously not going to get you in trouble?
Yes. Or you can say hypothetically speaking or something.
Hypothetically, or like I heard at someone else's center one time in band camp. They
So
did this.
we did one time as people are typing and everything. We called it Dispatch Vanish. Well, you know, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the Foot Clan, they would go Ninja Vanish, and like and everybody would disappear. You've never watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before?
Well, I mean, like,
Whoa, hold
I
on
have,
a
but
minute.
not like maybe not a full episode. I'm sorry.
This is a movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about the cartoon,
Okay.
but
Sure.
for real, you've
No,
never
I
watched the movie?
Sorry.
Not even the ones from the 90s?
No. Like it's a bit like wasn't my thing.
Blink,
That's okay.
blink,
That's okay.
Blink, blink.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Dispatch
Okay,
Vanish.
so Dispatch Vanish. Okay, so one of the supervisors that was coming in, we wanted to pull a prank on him.
Okay.
There was nothing going on at the time. Okay, make that clear. There was nothing going on at the time. There was 3 of us in there. So what we wanted to do was go on the other side so that as soon as he walked into dispatch, like it's coming from the break room, because creature of habit, he would always walk in from the break room, never from the main door. So we knew he was going to be coming in from there. So we all hid on the other side. And door opens and you hear him shuffle in and he goes, nope. And walks out.
No.
Just walks out. And we stood up. We're like, did that really happen? Like, he didn't even come in.
Did he see you?
No, he
Oh,
didn't
he
see
just-
us at all.
that's
And
so-
again, there was nothing going on. And so we stood up and we all went back and sat down. And it was crazy because as soon as we sat down, then the phone rang and someone called up on the radio. And I thought, all right, well, perfect. Like, dispatch gods hooked us up there where there was nothing going on. But
Yeah.
as soon as we sat down, shit started popping.
There you go.
And then he walks in and he goes, all right. I was like, dude, what happened to you? And he goes, I have siblings and I've done this enough times where I walk into a room and there's nobody there and then they scare the shit out of me And I nope, wasn't gonna do it.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Oh,
But
that's funny. So I have to tell you about a prank because I want to hear another prank. So I was pranked.
Mhm.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
oh,
Sad. I know. No. So I started dispatching when I was 18,
Mhm.
and you can see how it's hard for me to pronounce words correctly.
like
Um,
magical.
Like magical. Yeah, no, but so I didn't know that it was Pontiac Grand Prix.
Oh.
There also is a car show here, by the way. Car show. So, anyways, so yeah, I thought I do eat tricks for breakfast. So I thought it was Pontiac Grand Prix. Yes, let's get them out. Okay. So I thought it was Pontiac Grand Prix. So the officers, they like, I'm running a plate and it happens to be this vehicle. And I'm reading them the vehicle back. And they were like, 10-9 the model, like repeat,
Yeah.
And so I say the model again of the vehicle, and they're like, because I say pricks. And so I'm thinking, like, wow, like I'm doing so good, I got this. And so then they're like, huh. So then they pull over another Pontiac Grand Prix with it, like they purposely are looking for this now. They do it, and they're like, run this plate. And I run it, and of course I say pricks, and they're like, and so they're like 10-9 the model, and I'm like pricks, and they're like yes. And so then they decided, so this whole agency, okay, this whole crew, this whole shift, the squad, whatever you want to call it, they all decide, they're like, let's see who can get her to say pricks the most over the air. Yes, so they did a bet, and whoever said it the most was going to get dinner. And so they were not running. I'm thinking like there was a sale on these cars or something. Like some dealer had like a buy one, get one. I don't know if that's a thing. So, but because they're running this, they were at fucking Walmart, and they're just like running these plates on Pontiac Grand Prix. And so they're at Walmart. They're not even on calls. I'm like, man, like, and I'm like doing a lot of work on like the service admin channel. I'm doing all this, and I'm like, wow, look at me go. Like I'm doing it. I'm a big girl now. That was crazy. So that was weird.
That was probably a Grand Prix that just went by.
There you go. So I'm like, wow, look at me. And so, anyways, I was doing it, and I'm saying it. I'm not even cluing in that the fact that they're asking me to repeat the model so many times. I'm just oblivious to it because I'm so naive. Like you're young, all this stuff. Anyways, it was so embarrassing. The sergeant calls in and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "It's pre," and I'm like, "Wait, oh shoot." And so I was like, damn it. And so then they ran another one, and I said it right this time, and they were like, oh, tally it up, guys. And so then they tallied up their thing. But yeah, so it was super embarrassing.
How many times did they get you then?
I mean, it was going on for a long time. But nobody in dispatch they were all like, they probably got messaged.
It was
by
all teehees.
Yeah,
Teehee.
So it is funny.
That's
now.
messed up.
It was, yeah.
But that is hilarious.
It was. So if you have like that, I want to hear. Yeah. So this one, Chad has one.
Go ahead, read it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Chad says, I was a brand new dispatcher. A little baby dispatcher like me.
Oh,
Yeah, see, we hazed. Okay, where's this going? I'm with you, Chad, already. Being trained on the city police channel as senior call takers put a call in for disturbance. See, I should read before I start talking. And told me I needed to dispatch the call word for word, including the part where one of the people involved was saying, shut your pie hole. After I dispatched it, my CTO was like, yeah, we didn't need to say that on the radio. Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
I love that. That is
Yeah.
that's good.
I don't know if you guys can relate when you're training. So Kyle Waters from Layton, he's here. I worked with him before, and he's gonna laugh that I'm gonna share the story. So he was training somebody. So I was at one of my other agencies, and this officer gets on like the service channel, and he's like, "Can you run 1, run 5, run 20?" I don't know. The number just kept going, and then finally, so Kyle, who was training this other person, was like, is that all? And so the trainee had parroted so much. She keys up and was like, is that all? And it wasn't something she was supposed to say. And I was like, oh shit. And Kyle was laughing and I was laughing. But yeah, you gotta be careful.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because he
fucking
just
hilarious.
had, because we didn't teach him no, these are the words that we say when we don't key up. You need to have when you train your dispatcher, be like, these you key up for, these you don't key up.
right. No, and I remember being
Funny.
excuse me, being in a position like that too when I was training. I remember there was a guy who called in. It was a medical, and he was at a truck stop, and somehow so he'd gone to the bathroom, right? And when he zipped up, he caught his wiener, and So I'm taking the information, and my trainer's listening on, the umbilical cord, and I put him on hold so that I can get EMS heading out there. And I'm going through like protocol. I had gone through protocol and everything else. And I look over at her. I'm like, what do I even say? And she goes, penis problems. And I was like, oh, okay. So I tone it out to be en route for a male subject with penis problems. And I unkey, and she's just staring at me. And I'm like, what? And she goes, I didn't think you were going to say it. I was like, you told me. Like, I asked.
Like, we're so gullible.
I know. Yeah. And she's like, I was just saying it.
That's what's so funny.
But I was in training at the time. Because I think the thing is too, is that when we're in training, we want to do a good job, right?
So you're like, you want me to say pie hole? I'll say pie hole.
Right. Penis problems? I'll say penis problems.
You got it.
Yeah. And of course, EMS is like, Central, can you repeat? And I'm like, what? What do I say now? So I was like, problems with the penis.
Switch it up.
Yeah. And I said, subject has it caught in the zipper. And they're like, oh, 10-4,
so
we'll be
like,
en route.
Did they say it with that tone? Like, oh, darn it.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Right. Tee-hee. Yeah. But with the Grand Prix thing, I remember on radios, and we had a new officer in one of the cities, and he keys up, and he does his call sign. He's like, Central, I'm out with a whatever color Grand Prix. And I sat up really quick, and I look at everybody, and I said, did you guys hear that? And they're like, ha!
And then you replay it, and you're like,
and I keyed up, and I said, 10-4, copy on the Grand Prix. So then I got messages from people saying, dude, that was funny. And then I got another message from someone saying, dude, you're a dick. And I was like, I mean, I was repeating what the person said. That was it. And then a couple minutes later, I hear, Central, that is going to be a Grand Prix. A Grand Prix. It was that officer who said it, but he was correcting himself. And I was like, 10-4, copy in the pre.
We're going to set the record straight here. Yeah. All right. Chad has another one. Let's hear it, Chad.
Oh, it's so he says, when we were in EMD training, our medical director was also our instructor. He made everyone. Oh,
I like it. Say it. We're going to say it together so it's not scary.
No, he made every one of us say vagina or vaginal.
Yeah, you might as well. It's weird.
What?
You might as well. Yeah, you got to get it out while you're in training. I like it, Chad.
Yeah, for real.
Is it weird?
Yeah. No.
Like being like, and together, friends. 1, 2, 3, vagina.
Oh.
Or like you all as a class. Did you have to say it all together? He made it.
Yeah, Chad.
Like,
did everyone have to say it together?
Like
in unison? Yes, in unison.
Did you have vagina unison? In unison.
We're all waiting. Like,
yeah, I'm like, what's he gonna say?
I know.
I bet
he's like typing. Like, hold on.
I bet they did it all
fingers.
together. No, I bet they did it all together. Like, let's get it out.
Yeah, like just say
Get
it.
out.
It's not embarrassing.
It's
It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Yes, in call scenario.
There you go. See, we knew it. Yes.
Oh,
Did you guys
my
clap
God.
like that after you said it?
Right.
Hey, we did it.
Yeah, we said
We
it.
said adult words properly, anatomically correct. Oh man.
Oh,
It's just
geez.
funny, just because like you're just not sure. You're like, what's the etiquette of this?
Right.
Yeah, like what's proper, what's not proper.
Yeah.
So
and-
I think there's always that like hesitation where you're like, I'm gonna say it. Like, yeah.
Right. Yeah. No. Exactly. And it's we're adults, right? But for whatever reason, we're embarrassed when we go to say it. They're like, "Dude, this is your job. Like, you need to just say it." I'm like, oh, okay. And then you say it, and you're like, "Okay,
Even
it
on
wasn't
the-
so bad."
I know. That's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Our work is funny.
Right, because you're going to end up hearing a lot more stuff anyway, especially when you're
Yeah.
talking to somebody and you're telling them, depending on what kind of call it is, make sure to set the phone down so that I can hear what's going on, in case somebody comes in or anything like that. I can make sure to let the people know who are heading out there to help you.
Yeah.
Just set the phone down. And the person's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and set the phone down for just one moment. You're like, all right, yeah, go ahead and do what you're going to do. And then you hear them ping.
Sometimes you gotta go.
Right.
You should know
And
that. You should know that.
and then you're thinking in your head, why did they do that? And then you're like, oh, because I told them to. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. They were just doing what I told them
because
to.
they
Okay.
wanna- before they get in the hospital and do all that stuff, and then have like people observers or other things. Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe.
Um
All right. What other pranks? Do you have another good prank? I want
Yes.
to hear. Somebody else has have to have a prank.
So when I very first started dispatching, when I
Okay.
was dispatching in Florida, there was I was towards the end of training. Okay. And call comes in and it's for like a bank robbery, basically. And I'm taking all the information, all the other stuff. And the lieutenant is sitting next to me at the time. And we're like, holy shit, like this is actually happening right now. And the officer on duty is like, I'm on my way, and is like going like this as they're going out. I'm like, why are you running like that? They're like, you're not even running. You're just like
Yeah.
pretending like you're running. And I thought that was weird. So I'm still taking the information, and the person who's talking to me starts laughing a little bit. And I was like, what the hell? And I hear, Ricardo, we've been had.
Oh no.
I was like, what?
Oh,
I was like, what do you mean you've been had? Or we've been had? And I turn, and the sergeant was the one who was on the phone.
no.
I was really nervous. Like they saw that I was nervous and stuff. And so to like kind of break the ice,
Yeah.
break me in, I guess, whatever. That had happened, and they were laughing. They were like, you did really good. You did what you were supposed to do. I was like, thanks
Yeah.
for running the scenario.
Without including you.
I know. Yeah. No, that was something that they did on me, but I was kind of glad that they did it as well, because that actually did kind of help.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
yeah,
There you
no,
go.
it worked out. Teresa, signing books tomorrow between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. in booth 619, but there will be also, I don't know, when are you going to be in your booth?
All day. Yeah.
Oh, so she's gonna be there all day.
Or someone will be. So like we have chapter representatives. So like we're kind of toggling between going to meetings, or if we're representative in a certain area, so we might have to go to like do our chapter duties. I said duties. Can you believe I'm the president? I'm just kidding. Sorry, no. It's important to be laughing. Yeah. So I'm like,
It's true,
She
yeah.
got her. Yeah, she got hers me with her. I like it. Hey, did you know?
Yeah.
I also. Do you know who's an author? Teresa. I should have brought my book. Had you sign it?
This is true. Yeah, I should have brought my book.
Yes, I should have, because
Mhm.
she has a book that you guys should buy. I really like the cat part. It's my favorite.
Yeah, all of it is super good. I dig it.
Oh my gosh,
What?
spell check stock. What? Oh my god.
What?
All right, so but yeah, so but we have somebody at the booth who will be there to just help. So scan the QR codes, basically enter in the giveaways there. So we have 2 QR codes. One's to link you to their website, which you can find Ricardo on. It's APCO 20. You better say right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
WR
share it
Yeah,
in
there
here.
you go. APCO 2020. I say yeah.
Wow,
there.
dude.
Wow,
It's
wow.
right
It's
there.
really- hi.
It's APCO WRC,
WRC
William
20
Robert Charles,
something.
2024.
.org.
There you go.
So yeah, so check out that website so that you can have it. But yes, come by the booth. We'll be there. Like it's out. It's more than vendor time. So we're there. Like we've already been there. We've been there the first day, Saturday. We've been there today. We'll be there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So
Boom.
so it's all time, the whole time you can come by. So let's do it. Yeah. Oh, look,
All
a
right.
second book. Oh, Teresa, I would buy your second book. So let me know when you have
Yeah,
it.
working on second book. Come see Cobb's booth too.
Yep, and let me know when I'll see you at a conference. I'll bring my book so then you can sign it. I want to have
Boom.
it signed by you. Yeah, she has a kid's book. It's really adorable. You guys should buy it. So on Amazon.
That's our time.
Yeah, and their time. Well, I hope you guys had fun.
Yes.
But if you do have a prank later you want to message me that you can share on here, go to it.
Yes. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So for those who are watching, what is your number now? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome, what is your number now? And I don't know. A lot of people, their numbers were high as it was, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
it
this
was
has
good.
been a lot of
It was a lot
fun,
of fun.
and this conference is going to be
It is.
excellent. Yeah, make sure to check
Good
us all
things.
out. We're going
At
to be
all the
doing a
booths.
bunch of things, and yep, exactly.
See y'all tomorrow.
So, if you have any comments, questions, or ever want to be a guest on the flagship show Within the Trenches podcast, you can email us, and that's going to be wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on social media. You can be a supporter of the podcast, whether it be on Patreon or Facebook. Just go to the link down in the bottom left-hand corner. It's backwards. It's the other way.
It is weird.
So it's links.co/WTT podcast. And again, that is links with 2 eyes.co/WTT podcast. All of the information is there, and you can check it out. You can see this live on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter, and then you can listen 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. Have a good one, everyone,
Bye, guys.
and we will see you in the next one.